think of this as two sides, and there's many ways of saying it. Human being, human doing. Feeling brain, thinking brain. Non-linear, linear. So imagination is all very well. You can be a philosopher and imagine lots of things, but unless you do something with it. So what I'm saying is, without the imagination, we would not have been able to make anything. Without making anything, we wouldn't technically be able to sustain the imagination. I just like everything, like global warming. The Earth's atmosphere flips between over millennia. It has flipped between the 21% oxygen. The oxygen levels have gone up and down, and life on Earth has gone, for ice age, non-ice age, aerobic, anaerobic life. Everything expands, contracts, and at the moment, if we're not careful, I think it's changing with the younger generation, which is fantastic. That we think that things outside our body are going to make our lives better. So living older, more money, more friends on social media, new house, family, all of this stuff. And yes, all of these things can be wonderful. But I'm a big fan of Sadhguru. And as he says, unless... And we mentioned this earlier, Plato, who was a Greek philosopher, had this, talked about the subjective universe. What is really key is our relationship with these objects, our relationship with the money, our relationship with shopping, our relationship with social media, our relationship with our telephones, our relationship with other people. We have to put that back into the equation, which is emotion. And so this is linking this to food. I see no reason in this day and age why any person on this planet should be starving. 25% to 50% of all food produced is thrown away. We eat too much. Now, before we talk about chemicals and global warming, first let's try and feed the population. But there's enough food there. That's the crazy thing. We eat too much food. But you can't tell people to eat less, because then that's judgmental. You're pointing a finger at them. If we value more, we then become fulfilled as opposed to feeling full. So if we're more mindful, if we connect with the food that we eat. So when you put a mouthful of food, you can't do it all the time, because you're chatting and thinking and busy and stuff. But just sometimes, have a look at the food. Imagine what it's going to taste like and smell like. You smell different from one nostril to another with some foods. It feels different on your top and bottom lip. Who drinks red wine? Hands up. Not enough of you guys. Right. Next time you have a glass of red wine, have a sip. Close your eyes and picture somebody that fills you with love and joy and happiness. You can't think bad thoughts. Picture them, have a sip. Okay? Then immediately picture somebody, and we've all had them in our lives, or might still have them, that fills you with frustration or jealousy or rejection or anger or blame or whatever, negative. Picture them, have a sip. It's a completely different wine. But we wouldn't know that, because when we eat, generally, we're distracted.